on touch. Hey there, welcome to another edition of Hashtags here on VOP TV. You know now, yes, a show that's all about everything trending on social media. We're here to give you the gist, the feed, everything, the hashtags that have been trending all day. That's right, we talk about the good, the ugly, the beautiful, everything, the bad. We're here for you, ranging from politics, entertainment to sports, economics, and many more. Literally about everything, okay? Yes, I'm Kayla. I'm your host for today's edition. And of course, you can be a part of the show. Go right now and subscribe right now. Yes, go and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Voice Other People TV. And on social media, it's at VOP TV Live. Do not forget, you can definitely be a part of the show by commenting your opinions about the hashtags that's been trending today. Okay, so every hashtag and what it is all about, you can just drop your comment down below. That's right. All right. We've got a lot trending today. I mean, every day we've always got something trending. Well, today we have three very important things, very controversial ones, very scary ones, and a little bit of entertainment there. All right. But we'll be getting into the hashtags after the break. All right. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Hashtags here on VOP TV. Like I said before the break, we've got some interesting hashtags today, and we could just pick a few for you so we could, dissect and talk about it and talk about the reactions online, what the netizens had to say, what the public think about these hashtags, and what social media is really buzzing about, okay? Well, we've got majorly these hashtags from today. Hashtag Maitama. Oh, that is something serious. Maitama had an explosion this evening. Well, that is that I can't even say. We also have the hashtag LGBTQ. In Nigeria, is it LGBTQ? Well, you'll know very soon. And we've also got the hashtag, hashtag Runtown. I said a little bit of entertainment. Now, let's get into Maitama and what is happening with Maitama. Well, the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Police Command, has confirmed that at least 2 persons were injured in an explosion near the Bureau of Public Enterprise premises in Maitama, Abuja. Well, hashtag crew, we report that the area was earlier thrown into panic following a loud sound that suggested an explosion in the area. Well, a statement released by the police public relations officer in the territory, Josephine Ade, clarified that the incident occurred when refuse evacuators were setting fire to waste in the area. Really? So what you could come up with? How? I mean, if she's speaking about refuse evacuators setting fire to waste, is that normal? I thought evacuators were supposed to just take the refuse and go. How do they set fire? Is that right? Is that appropriate? Well, you do recall that recently there's been chaos and insecurity, very heightened level of insecurity in the FCT Abuja. We're talking about the kidnappings and even the bandits and perpetrators asking for ransom. They did kidnap a family of 6, killed one of the daughters. Yes. And that has not, the Federal Capital Territory, the FCT, the Buhari Area Council has not even recovered from that situation. Okay, we also got reports that another family there also got kidnapped. I mean, and now we're seeing an explosion in the same Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria. What is happening? And now we're getting a report from the police public relations officer saying the refuse evacuators set fire, and that was where they had the sound of the explosion. Well, we're yet to get a confirmation from the police. Yes, we're here to get an information from government, from people around that area. Well, at the time that we got information about this explosion and when it broke out on social media, a lot of people felt it was unverified information. So even as I'm talking to you, there is still no proper proper and a specific result as to what caused this explosion. But many residents in that area have come out to say they heard a loud noise and they believe it's explosion. Some people are saying bomb blast, but they believe it's not as huge or as big as a bomb blast. But regardless, an explosion, a bomb blast, an artillery attack, whatever it may be, this is getting out of hand. You also do recall that Ibadan just experienced something similar, an explosion. And according to the government from Ibadan, they are letting us, or they let us know that they believe that it was illegal miners that were trying to do one or two things, and it led to a bomb blast, and that destroyed homes, cars. I'm sure you saw the videos from our previous edition. You saw the goring videos, how people's cars and properties, the malls, businesses got destroyed over this explosion, and you say they are illegal miners. Now, the police, a public relations officer based in FCT Maitama, is also letting us know that refuse evacuators were setting fire around that area, and suddenly a noise just came up. And I don't know if she's trying to insinuate that it is the refuse evacuators, but we need something stronger to hold on to. All right, let's get into reactions. I mean, look at these pictures. These are very, very, very goring images. These are pictures and images that we did get from the scene. But people are saying that this image isn't confirmed and they aren't sure if this is actually from the explosion. But we've seen other footages that showed a pavement and that path and the area of that particular place very, very scattered. Doesn't look good. Well, let's take this, let's say comment from social media now. Abuja Minister, this is at _ Sabiola PR, says, I am in Maitama. I didn't hear any bomb blast, or you guys should be very sure in order not to cause panic in the city. Well, this is someone that is based in Maitama. This is what he had to say. Well, it looks like some people didn't get to feel the sound in their area. So let's just believe it's nothing very, very extreme, nothing extravagant, nothing big that must have caused injuries. But we did get that. We did also get from the FCT that some people, like I think 2 people got injured. Yes, 2 people got injured and they've been taken to the hospital. Well, we're also excited that there are no casualties and fatalities. Well, this is really unfortunate, and this is really appalling if you ask me. Like, what is really happening? And this is just deterring to one's existence, because if we're trying to stay safe in our own country, we can't even determine our security anymore, our safety. You're not sure that you're going to go out and come in at all at this point, because the same FCT just really they really went through and experienced a very, very terrible and unfortunate situation of a family being kidnapped, and the only way the family was released was due to a ransom paid to the bandits. Wow. Let's take more comments. This is from at Ola Dakpomiki1. Update on the disturbance / explosion in Maitama. The explosion is actually from a burning dump site. Probably there are empty gas cylinders in the refuse, which might have triggered the explosion, but definitely not a bomb. Thank God. So, well, this person is giving an update to us, to viewers, to everybody, to social media, that they believe this is from a dumping site. So you guys know the sites where they dump a refuse, and sometimes they get to burn the refuse. They get to burn most of the refuse in that dumping site. So yeah, this person is saying they believe there was a gas cylinder that triggered, and you know how gas is, so very, very, very inflammable. Very, 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 very inflammable, and that must have just triggered a very loud noise and a very loud explosion. Well, someone else has come out too on social media, X to be specific, at AY Ruffin Daddy, says, Maitama updates. A truck came to pick up a BPE trash. Whilst they were in the process of emptying the second trash can, an explosion occurred. I was merely 4 meters away from the explosion on a particular pavement when it happened. 2 men were injured, rushed to hospital, and my windscreen was shattered, as reported. Well, this is coming straight from Sir Engineer AY Ruffin Daddy. This is another update. We've gotten an update from the former commentator on social media. He said it was from a dumping site. Well, this person is saying a truck came to pick up BPE trash whilst they were in the process of emptying the second trash in the dumping site trash can, I believe. In that same dumping site, and an explosion occurred. So it looks like those two stories are merging. Those two stories are kind of, you know, in the same line, and they align somehow. But the police public relation officer is saying the refuse evacuators were setting fire and they got an explosion. So did the refuse evacuators set the fire that led to this explosion, or was there fire already at the dumping site? Well, let's take one more tweet. We also have a picture. We have a picture from this particular guy, engineer AY, I believe. Yes, and he just showed us how crazy it looked. It looked terrible. All right. And yes, and I just want to send my heart out to the people in the FCT, people in Abuja right now, and I hope everybody's okay. Like we got rightfully from the report from the Abuja Police Command and from this guy that they had two guys injured. Two men were injured, and I hope those guys are recovering well. I hope you're recovering in good faith, and we pray that they come out and come back stronger. All right. Well, yes, that's it. You see that Lagos, Nigeria as a whole, as a country, we are scared. We need to feel safe again. We need to feel secured, because it looks like anything can happen. Ibadan, there's an explosion, Maitama explosion, kidnappings in Abuja, Plateau crisis. It's a lot. Bagada kidnapping. We've had a lot happen to us in less than 2-3 months now as a country, and I don't think we are really hoping to get into 2024 with this kind of situation. We are hoping for better days, and we are hoping for results and solutions to be taken immediately. Well, let's move on and get into the next hashtag. Wow, this one is something controversial. Interesting is, well, the hashtag is hashtag LGBTQ. If you know what this stands for, or if you don't worry, I got you. Well, the LGBTQ means lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or questioning persons, or the community. It's a lot to carry. Well, the Nigerian police force has vowed to go after members of Nigerian lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, describing them as criminals and saying their acts are punishable under the law. Let me take it back. Now, I'm sure you all are really thinking, where is all of this coming from? Why is LGBTQ trending? What did they do? Why is the police looking for them and describing them and portraying them as criminals? Well, there is a challenge that's been going on. You know, these TikTok people now and TikTokers, every year, every month of the year, there's a new challenge. So a challenge started off on TikTok about 2 weeks ago, and there are individuals that just come out and say something like, I'm a pastor's child. Of course, I sit in front of the church every day. So they came out with this challenge, and this challenge varies. It varies in every area of life. You could, for example, I'm a media personality. I could just say, oh, I'm a media personality, or I'm a presenter. Of course, I have to take shifts at work. You know, something very interesting about your own line or your own area of life or your own line of work. So this challenge has been on TikTok, has been going very, very, very viral around the country. A lot of people have been embracing this challenge and have been doing their own challenges the way it suits them. You know, they have the rich kid challenge, the poor kids challenge, any challenge they under this particular challenge. Well, let's just say, well, the LGBTQ community came out to do their own. And it looks like LGBTQ came out and felt like let them also be part of the challenge and be part of the community and express themselves, come out about their sexualities, and it's something else. I mean, while they were participating in a popular online challenge, they came out openly to speak about their sexuality and the misconceptions people have had about them. Well, this is serious. Like I said, this is serious. They've come out and the police is taking this up. They're tagging them as criminals at this point and said they're against the law. So why are you coming out and joining this challenge? You're practically harming the society. people have come out to say what they feel about this. This is from a queer city at Pride in Lagos. LGBTQ Nigerians are not criminals. This person stated this about 6-7 times. This is how this person feels about the whole situation. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to say, why is the police taking such an action and tagging them as criminals? This is what that person has to say. But this is coming from Nura Sabitu. Some of you are not going to like this, but I definitely support the LGBTQ. Okay, well, you also recall that this was going to... there was news that back in 2007, Jonathan passed a law. Yes, in 2007, I beg your pardon, the anti-gay law. He signed that law by former President Goodluck Jonathan. And people are asking, is it no longer effective? Because I thought they were banned and they were not allowed to do anything or portray themselves as gay or lesbian or as queer, and people are wondering what's happening. Well, let's take more tweets, and a lot of people feel like they should be allowed to do what they do, the challenge. Well, this is at Ferry_Dos Tash. Prosecute them as what? Is the penalty for that death while kidnappers get rehabilitated? I beg, there are more pressing issues. Okay. Well, some people feel that this is not even that big of a deal for you to be taken up and for the police command, the police and security agencies to be taken up. In all honesty, there are things that we need to focus on. But yeah, this is what people feel and this is what they have to say. At Destavik, from challenge to Kirikiri. Imagine living without peace because you wanted to announce to 200 million people that you are breaking the law of their land comfortably in a challenge. People will suppose they commit their sin low-key. Okay. Well, what are you trying to say? This person looks like you're catching your cruise. Well, yes, it looks like the police is going after this particular individuals. Yeah, well, there was a video that some individuals did and they just came out and said, well, of course I am so and so. People think of this about me. And it stirred up conversations on social media and everybody has one thing or the other to say. At Lanese Usman, I'm convinced most people are not aware that LGBTQ movement is not allowed in Nigeria. You will see gay people openly admitting their criminal act on the internet for validation. You may get yourself into trouble if the law enforcement agencies have your time. Be careful. Well, this is what this person has to say. But from what we got about the law, I think the law that was signed was against two individuals of the same gender, of the same sex, coupling up together and coming out openly. You know how we have videos of weddings and videos of beautiful marriages of, a man and a woman. So, well, they said the law that was signed actually was for a man and man not to publicly come out and be like, oh, we are husband and we are getting married. No, that is not allowed, and they're tagged as criminals in the country. Well, you see for yourself, this is why LGBTQ is trending. Many people are not finding it funny. Many people are saying, well, it's their rights. It's just a challenge. It's nothing serious. And people think there are more pressing issues to focus on than the law enforcement agencies taking that up. Okay? Well, let's move on now to something very, very, very interesting. Well, most people didn't know this. I didn't even know this until I saw it trending on social media. Well, the Nigerian superstar Runtown. Runtown, the singer and songwriter, he is being trending because of a project, an album he released early this year. The album is called Signs. Yeah, like Signs and Wonders. Well, Signs album was released sequentially to his previous heard album called Sound God Fest Reloaded, which he released last time in 2021. Well, Runtown did another album and it looks like people are not impressed with the way he promoted and marketed that album. Well, this album was a well-packaged album which contains 13 songs, with all performed by the singer. So the singer didn't even have a collaboration on that album. He didn't feature international art, nobody, no Nigerian art whatsoever, just him alone for 13 songs. That's a lot. Well, social media came out just really decrying his nonchalance, his ignorance to promoting the album. They feel like he should have done more. Yes, you're a good artist, you sing well, you have good songs, but that's not alone, that's not enough. Okay, that's not all you have to do alone. You need to still promote yourself. I mean, they feel like they have better artists that are still promoting their songs, promoting their EPs and albums, and now you are just displaying this act of ignorance and nonchalance towards your own hard work, towards your own projects, and people are not excited at all. I tell you that for sure. Well, let's take their reactions, because people have come out for Runtown for real. Well, we've got so many reactions on social media. You wouldn't believe it. Some people think Runtown is an unserious fellow already. So they say, why are you taking him serious anyways? This one is coming from Diana D _ Runtown is just annoying you guys today. He has been annoying me every time. He's so unserious. What did he do to you before? Why has he been annoying? Well, you see, that's social media for you. People think he's not being serious. This Runtown myth y'all are pushing is funny. After Unleash and Mad Over You, the music hasn't been the same quality. The man will drop one song, an album, and not promote like he's Jay-Z. Then y'all will say it's the fault of the listeners. At least Sims Ninja people are streaming it. Well, this is the streaming picture on Spotify and on Apple Music. So some people are streaming the album Signs, but not like the numbers they were expecting to get. I mean, you've seen numbers from Nigerian artists on streaming platforms. We've seen numbers, we've seen them do big, go big, and they expect that from Runtown. And they feel some of her songs are not the same anymore. Or let Fly God T, Runtown neglected his album. Good music isn't enough. He dropped and didn't look back even once. You can't be blaming listeners when he didn't do anything to grab their attention. Yeah, I must say, there are many ways to go about this whole promotion thing. Well, there's ways you can drag people. You can have an album listening party. You can definitely keep promoting on your socials. That's why we have social media now. We have the social media platforms to promote on every social media platforms. Give your songs and tell other artists to play your song and promote your songs. There are ways to go about this promotion thing. So, Runtown, what's happening? If there's something we don't know, let us know so we can relate with you, because this is really off. Finally, at Ade _ Adeayo, it's ridiculous for artists to drop music just because fans are clamoring for it. You should put out music only when you're convinced of its quality and in your desire to put some effort into it. That said, Runtown Signs wasn't a great project. So they feel you releasing an album is not enough. Because people were clamoring and asking what's going on with Runtown, we've not heard from him for a long time. He used to give us great songs. We need something from him. He decided to just drop a project for us and keep it there. Whatever you do with it, that's not my business. Well, is that all? This is a project. This is your hard work. This is your effort, like I said. Make us enjoy it. Make us crave it. Okay? Well, that is it for Runtown. And that is it for the hashtag show today. You can see for yourself, Umaitama had an explosion. They're saying it was refuse evacuators. We don't know. Of course, the LGBTQ community was trending here in Nigeria, not any other country. Nigeria, they came out and decided to do a challenge. See that for yourself. And now Runtown drops a project because people or his fans were clamoring for it and did not even bother to promote it. Who does that? Anyway, that's how far we can go on today's show here on hashtags here on VOP TV. Do not forget, you can definitely subscribe at VOP TV Live, and on social media, it's also VOP TV Live. All right, I'm Kayla. See you next time.